All right, time now to talk weather and to get our forecast as we head into Riverbend. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist David Karnes. And of course, it would not be Riverbend if we didn't say things were going to heat up out there.
Yeah, Riverbend hot, kind of synonymous at this point, but it is going to be hot and humid through the weekend. We may see one or two sporadic showers or storms, but rain is not going to be the dominant feature of our forecast. It's really the heat, the humidity. We could even get into the 90s for the first time this year. Pretty much right now is when we hit 90s for the first time. The earliest that we've ever hit 90 degrees, April 1st. Can you imagine 90 degrees on April 1st? Well, it happened 1995, got up 91 degrees. And then the latest that we've ever had our first 90 degree reading, July 11th. And that was back in 1910. And again, we hit 91 degrees. So again, that's Chattanooga hitting the first 90 degrees of the year. The earliest April 1st, the latest July 11th. How about that? Well, we're not going to hit it today, but certainly over the weekend we might. Right now we're the low 80s, but it's kind of a muggy low 80s with those winds out of the south at 9 miles per hour, maintaining in the mid to upper 70s in our higher elevations. And on the radar, we do have a little batch of rain. Some of the spots that got rain yesterday getting rain again. You can see some of that rain. It worked over 75. Now it is just pressing right into Chickamauga. Not any severe weather with that. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little bit of localized flooding as it heads through Chickamauga. Had all that rain over into Tunnel Hill earlier. A few of those showers up toward Appleton, and that's going to continue moving eastward. Might see some of that continuing to pop up on and off through the early evening. Late evening into tonight, we'll see any chance of showers dissipating. Tomorrow, only a 10% chance of a pop-up shower or two. Friday, 10% at best, and then on Saturday we're not even putting 10% in. We're just going to call it broken clouds and hot with a high in the low 90s. I'm calling it 91 for Saturday, 90 on Sunday, and I'll throw back in maybe a 10% chance of a sporadic shower or storm for Sunday. But again, the main feature will be the heat and the humidity, and that'll be the case carrying over into Monday as well, though probably not as hot. It'll still be in the upper 80s on Monday. So for tonight, a spotty shower or storm during the early evening, then warm and humid later this evening into tonight. Overnight will drop down to 64 degrees in Chattanooga, 60 in Cleveland, 58 Murphy, and 62 in Athens. And then tomorrow, warm and humid. Once again, a slight chance for an isolated shower or storm in the afternoon, early evening. We'll have temperatures in the low 80s, mid 80s in Chattanooga, and struggling to get to 80 in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and not even doing that. 77 the high on the plateau in Altamont. So our storm alert 7-day forecast, main feature of the rest of the week will be humidity, mid to upper 80s, slight chance of a shower or storm. Hot, that's about all you can say over the weekend. 91 Saturday, 90 on Sunday. And then going into next week, mid 80s, it is going to be a few degrees cooler, and the humidity will be a little bit lower. So we'll noticeably next week be a little bit more comfortable than it will be the remainder of this week and over the weekend. And notice those rain chances, not great, 10% at best. So a little rain here and there wouldn't be a bad thing. Latrice?